Hi, and welcome to the end of day 125. I started up at the Mountaineer Shelter and I walked 19.9 miles to the Stan Murray Shelter. Sorry, I'm just double checking to make sure that's the right thing. So for today, I was really happy to be in a shelter this morning for the simple reason that it poured for probably a good 2 or 3 hours in the morning. So rather than getting up and getting going, I got a late start because I didn't want to have to walk through the cold rain, which is understandable. And I also had to stop in at the station at 19E. It's a hiker hostel to resupply because I needed more food. So I got down to the station at 19E, and before that happened, I ran into a bear. There was a bear standing on the trail, and I saw this shaggy butt, and I said, "Oh boy," or said, "Uh-oh," and the bear just took right off, thank goodness, and so he didn't bother me, I didn't bother him. And so I got to where the station at 19E was, and it said to call, and I tried calling, and the gentleman who owns it didn't answer, which I'll explain in just a second. But I decided to try to hitch up there because it was about 0.3 to 0.5 off trail. And somebody picked me up. There was a guy actually originally from Elmira, and he moved from Elmira to down here to Tennessee, and he picked me up and took me over to the station at 19E, and I hung out and waited for the people to open it up, and I got my resupply, and then I got back on trail. And I wasn't sure how far I was going to be able to make it today because I had to go up Big Hump Mountain, which is like well over 5,000 feet, and then Little Hump Mountain. Tomorrow I'm going to do the Rowan Knob, which is like over 6,000. It's the tallest point on this section of Guthook. And there is a shelter up there that's fully enclosed, but I didn't think I could make that 25 miles. I made it about 19.9, and it was about 5:30, and I don't want to get stuck up there without adequate shelter with how cold it's been. It's probably in the 40s or 50s. So if you can't tell, I am the only one in the shelter, so I set up my tent and I put up my rain flyer, and my hope is that that'll help to insulate me tonight. Usually it does. Then the other thing is I crossed the 1,800 mile mark, so I now have less than 400 miles to go. I'm at like 389 or something like that left. So I'm looking at less than a month. If I want to finish on the 12th of November, to do that, to do that 5-month exactly anniversary, I only have to average 13 miles a day. So I will be done hopefully before November 13th. So anyways, I'm at the Stan Murray Shelter, day 125, 19.9 miles. Thank you, and have a nice day.